been? I just wanted to catch up with you guys a little bit. Let's see, the last vlog I remember posting was in regards to a new business that we had started, and things are going rather well with it. It did have to go on the back burner a little bit this past month because there's a lot, like an insane amount of things that we have to take care of. Because we did that, I believe things should go up from here. So one of the things that I briefly wanted to touch on is the fact that when you are an entrepreneur, you'll hear it from several different sources, you have multiple sources of income, or if you have a regular job and you're starting your new venture, don't leave your job, and all of these things. But reality is so much more involved than just the thought of it. When you're looking to have multiple sources of income, you have to be organized, you have to have priorities, you have to know how you are intending to manage your time. And the thing is, when you're an entrepreneur, usually you opted to be an entrepreneur because you wanted freedom, whether that was, with your time, with your money, location, if you wanted to, move around, whatever it is. For everybody is different because some people will opt to not take on
a second business, third business, but
Why would you, right? If that's not your thing. But when you do, like, at least for me, it was intense. So I wanted to make sure that things would go as smooth as possible, as quickly as possible, so that as I become more involved in any of the income streams, that I will know what direction I want it to go in. My time is rather scattered, and so I had to really decipher it. I had to decipher myself, because at the end of the day, I'm choosing to be an entrepreneur, not just because my parents have businesses or because my fiance's family has had businesses. None of that. Like, I'm generally choosing to be an entrepreneur because it's a part of me. And so I had to take some time to identify the type of human being that I want to be, the type of leadership qualities that I want to exhibit, because in some of my roles, I have to not only set an example, but I have to genuinely be that. And so there were things that were not aligning with who I am portraying myself to be, and that disconnect was not a good thing. I should have certain things in order. There's qualities that are, that they show who you really are. And so I had to kind of isolate myself from people's voices. They mattered to me, but I would have been no good if I didn't know my own voice. And this is the way that I see that in order for me to genuinely be able to step up and grow into this person that I've been seeking to become since I was like little girl. That's kind of in a nutshell everything that's been going on, along with the fact that I'm just trying to be more expressive. I want to inspire. That is what I want to do. I want to inspire people to do what they love, to see that it's possible. There are different methods of going about it, and to each their own. Now, although most of you don't know, well, you guys really don't know. For instance, right now, the storage on my phone is packed. But I have SD cards that are packed. So I have footage. I just didn't post it, right? And a lot of it has been me practicing, me getting to know tools, apps, editing, all this stuff, on top of other topics. And again, this is not for the sake of doing it. Like, I genuinely enjoy this. I feel like this is where all of my businesses, ideas, ventures, whatever you want to call them, where everything connects, or everything makes sense. So I was going through this whole thing of entrepreneurship, of determining what I was going to do with my time, where it was going to go. Because like I said, I don't just have the one business. We chose to open a second business. On top of that, I help my parents with theirs whenever possible. And a lot just goes on. So sometimes I would feel like I was being, pulled in one direction while going another. And I don't know who of you will relate to this. If you do, please comment down below, because sometimes it can feel rather lonely, even when you have business partners, or family or friends that are involved in your ventures. Even with that, because when you have all of these thoughts compiling, it's just like you just start to overthink. And I mean, that's my tendency. That's me. So add that along with responsibilities and the sense to want to make things perfect. Well, it doesn't always go well. So that is one of the things that I have been working on. So I think the storage got full, but I'm not sure. New factors in my life, new ideas, new possibilities, new opportunities, new people, ventures, all of this. And being that I am who I am, and that I think what I think, I am not, I don't know medically if there's anything visually wrong with me, but I do experience anxiety. I do get social anxiety sometimes. It's too worse. I do get overwhelmed. I do find it difficult sometimes to talk with people in person or even over the phone. And these are things that I've been confronting, and they trigger some thoughts of inadequacy. Just all of this self-doubt comes out. I could see it. that I was not being as effective as I could be, and it had nothing to do with anything other than me, my insecurities, my questioning of myself as a person.
Yes. So is apparently my favorite word. Next to how do I start a sentence without them? Yeah, I cannot start a sentence. I literally cannot start a sentence. Okay.